Okay. Yeah, another one. I know, I understand. But I just I feel like this time I did have time. So, good morning, guys. How you guys been? And usually I don't talk in this tone of voice, but let me just pick up my hair. Sorry for the mess of a hair that I have. Ugh, mm, it could have been better, but anyways, I just wanted to do my makeup because right now I figure I do have time. Um, second semester rolling in for my university. You know, college kids will understand this. Let me fix this just a little bit more. I think that's better. I don't know. I don't know if it's better. Clearly not getting worse, but could be better. I'm just makeshifting something so it can stand. I don't know. So I just wanted to have a little talk because um, I'm speaking in this tone. Usually I don't, but um, I don't know. I just wanted to discuss some things and just have a little chat. And I did have a lot of free time right now, and I do realize the time, but not. Um, Surprisingly, I have a 1 p.m. class, and it's very early. So I thought, you know what, let me just make a little video and kind of discuss some things that I had mentioned before in my other live video. And right now I'm just setting up my stuff. So um, I am gonna do my makeup just because I don't know. I just felt like doing my makeup. I don't know. I actually don't do my makeup. I really don't. I just go out on my day, put on moisturizer, chapstick, and that will be it. Pretty much what I have on right now. Just chapstick and sorry for that. Just chapstick and my moisturizer on. Which I do put on before I put on my makeup because I don't have a primer. But I heard that having moisturizer on does help. I don't know where I heard it from. Don't quote me on it. But I just felt like doing my makeup. I have a lot of time. And I have my second cup of coffee right now. So that really hits the spot. That really does. And I'm not a coffee addict either. So it's not like, oh, like you must drink a lot of coffee. I do, but I do watch, like, I do balance it out. I just don't go ahead up on my day and just drink coffee all day, every day. I do drink water just to balance things out a little. So there's my primer, my eyeshadow primer. And excuse me, I just hate, I hate being sick, which by the way, I am. Like, I'm really drinking medicine, trying to stay away from cold drinks, and I apologize for that. But I've been trying to stay away from cold drinks, and it's really hard because I love iced coffee, and there's like a certain amount of people that actually like iced coffees during the winter, and it's not weird. I thought at first that it was weird, but then people said like, no, I do this too, and I felt more comfortable, I guess. But when you get a cold and you get all this stuff going around, because there is my luck that there is actually coming cold going around my campus, and that there just tells me how beware I should get. So I do have Kleenex on my backpack. I have all this stuff going on. I hate when this happens, when your brush just decides to be broken. I hate that so bad. Oh my god. I need to put my brushes back here. Anyways, let's get this done because honestly, I do have somewhere to go. So it's not something that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my time, like, ooh, rush, 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 this and that. But other than that, there is a common cold going around my campus, and it's very, very scary for people that have to go to class with multiple other people. Is what I'm trying to say is that everybody that I know, like, I don't know how to say it. I do, but just the words don't really come out. Um, I guess it's just I don't know. People are just afraid. I cannot say afraid. It's not like a monster is coming up, but I mean by monster you mean me. I guess yeah. Oh my god. By the way, my coffee. I don't know if this is part of like a morning thing to do, like those morning makeup videos. I'm drinking coffee with hazelnut creamer. Cheers to that. No, but let me just get to the point while I do my makeup. I found it that I'm very awkward for just doing or just having any type of word in anything, everything that's going on in social media, everything that's going on in the world. Basically, like if I mentioned in my last video, let me just set the record straight when I said that I was gonna upload a video about a certain classmates that I graduated with that have unfortunately passed away. Now, I really felt like I really thought it was just I just didn't want to do the video anymore. But I do want to talk about the situation and the cause of that person's passing. It is a huge problem here in Chicago, believe it or not. Even if it's there around the news, they don't really take like the news really shows you just like what's like in front, let's say like in front of a stage, and that's what's going on like behind the scenes or like the background of what's going on or the backstory, or they don't show what happened, or they don't really show in details what happened, but they will show you what's there, but they don't really show you what's really there or what really happened or the details that can make sense later on to what happened. So that there just tells you a lot. And I'm not blaming the news either. I mean, if I'm a reporter and I had to report a case or a story and then I have to get to every detail as possible, I will break my head. So I understand, the media and the news can cover so much that they cannot really cover everything. But that being said, I am not doing the video about my classmate that passed away. Out of respect for the family and to the fact that obviously I did not know him that well, neither the other person. So it's like a big like no ones that I thought about it, and I did discuss with some friends about this certain topic. I just thought it was disrespectful of me, in my opinion, that need to say something about those two people that I mentioned in my past live video. I just thought it was very disrespectful. So I very apologize for that. I didn't mean that. I just thought, I don't know. I just didn't really want to get into it. The more I thought about it, the more I discussed it with friends. The more I had conversations with my friends about the topic that I was going to talk about in my video, I decided to pull the plug on it and not to do it. Because out of the respect of the family, I just didn't want to do so. I just didn't want to get in trouble with none of the closest friends of the people that passed away, neither that or their family either. So I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna pull the plug on it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna discuss about it. I'm not gonna get into it. The only thing that I am gonna get into it, it's the way that you know the topic. one thing that I can say that cannot be hidden, I think, and I will mention in the video later on, but I did have to pull the plug on it, and I that's why I didn't make a video. That's why I didn't make a follow up. I just didn't make an update because I really needed to think about it. Like I really needed to put my brain into it. I really needed to go ahead and discuss everybody that I knew, the closest that will keep it real with me, saying like, "Oh, you can just go ahead." Like, no, 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 no. They will tell me, "No, what you just said was kind of bad. Do not say this because And I just decided to pull a plug on it. But the one thing that they did agree on me with is that I think the topic about the reasonings behind their unfortunate passings is something to be talked about. That's why I have this platform. That's why I have the channel. That's why I created this to connect with people and kind of make more stories heard. Not stories, more like the cause of it. Now, do not take this in a bad way. Do not take this as any type of stereotypical thing. But this is very true. But And this is not fake. I'm not saying this for views. I'm not saying this just because. I'm not making an assumption. People did who were closest to them um, did knew about this, and everybody around the school, around my high school, knew about this. But their deaths, unfortunately, were gang related, and that's something that I want to talk about. Not just gangs overall. I just want to talk about how it affects us, or it affects, you know, certain people outside, or it just affects, surrounding friends. Because I've had many other friends lose their lives um, on the hands of gang members, and unfortunately, they did fall in the whole gang stuff. So that's very unfortunate, and it's not like we just let it happen either. We tried. I've tried many times to talk some of my friends out of it, but they made their decision. It's not really something that you can actually pretty much just say. I'm putting my mirror right here, but because I feel like I should just get started with the makeup. But while I'm talking about that, it's very hard to get someone out of a situation that it's just way too dangerous for you itself. But I'm gonna talk about that later on, and let's go to another topic. And I'm sorry, and I apologize if you take it the wrong way. If you take it any stereotypical way, I'm very sorry, but it's there. And I'm not saying that if people say, if some of you guys might mention like, oh, how did you know they were in gangs? How did you know? Well, here's the thing. Even if you don't know a person for some reason, either when they get in jail or when they get in trouble, or even before they get anything happen to them, or even when they die, surprisingly all of their business gets out and everybody hears it. So it's not surprising. I'm not saying that's not surprising, like, oh, he died because he was in a gang. Of course not. It's not surprising that the word spread it out around the whole school, and it's not very surprising. I did talk to one of my mentors about this too, and I asked my mentor in high school, because I did want to visit that certain teacher, which she's very cool. She's very nice. She's awesome. She keeps it real with you. If you know who I'm talking about, then you know exactly who I'm talking about. But she kept it real with me, and she said that both persons that I mentioned in my live video, they were gang related. Their deaths were very gang related. They were in the whole thing where, like, it was kind of. I'm not saying it should have happened, but it was kind of expected to happen, because nothing really comes out good when you're in that type of situation. But let's go to another situation. Let's go to another topic. Another topic that I really wanted to talk about, it's something that was going on worldwide, world news, or something that was very shared on social media a lot in my timeline. And even though you don't discuss about it, you don't post it or something like that, for some reason it always shows up in your timeline. And there was the whole R. Kelly situation going on. If you don't know the rapper R. Kelly, he's a rapper. And recently, not recently, it was like maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe. I don't know when. But I'm starting off with my eyebrows. Let's hope and pray to God that I can get them right. I'm just gonna brush them first. But sorry for that. Um, so I hate how, for me, to hear that R. Kelly was gonna be, I think, going to court because of many cases that he was gonna face. I don't know how to call it. He was facing a lot of charges. Yeah, a lot of charges for sexual assault against um, underage teenagers. I wasn't surprised. I don't know why people were talking about it in the first place, because it was something that was already discussed from the beginning. And if you're like a 90s kid, I don't know if you guys know the show The Boondocks. Yeah, that's how I knew about the case. So it wasn't even surprising for me to hear that he was gonna face charges. I thought he already faced charges. I thought he was already in jail, honestly. But have you ever seen that Boondocks episode? Then you know what I'm talking about. And people were sharing that too. Because that's how I knew about the whole thing. Because I barely look at the news, mostly because I barely look at TV. I'm like every millennial kind of. Ooh, that looks really bad on camera. Okay, let me try to fix it. Okay. I have to remember, they're not twins. They're not twins. They're sisters. So it's okay. Kinda. Okay, anyways. I wasn't surprised at all about the whole case. I'm not trying to be heartless. My heart goes out to every victim, because I've kind of experienced something like that as well. But it's like, this has already been going on. I don't know how. I just don't know how it just left. It's like, it was like a trend. You know what I mean? It wasn't even like a whole thing going on. It's still going on, but for some reason, Facebook was covered with that. And then all of a sudden, it stopped. And then I'm over here like, so we're just gonna stop talking about it, or are we just gonna stop? We're gonna stop? Okay, just like before. And when I mentioned that, you know, that episode from the Boondocks, I forgot what season it was. I forgot honestly what episode number it was, but you know, that doesn't look that bad. I might have to fill a little bit on the front, but I wasn't surprised. I honestly thought that he was already in jail, and I haven't really heard from him anyways. It was kind of like he was kind of irrelevant after the whole thing happening earlier in the 2000s. So I was surprised to see it back again on Facebook, but I guess um it happened again. I don't really know, but my opinion on it is that, and I shared this on Facebook too. I don't know what's surprising about it. I mean, people were legit sharing the episode from the Boondocks, saying about, I don't know what you guys, and I kept on repeating myself, like, I don't know what you guys are surprised. This happened before. Like, even the episode on the Boondocks, they told y'all, like, this happened before. I don't know why all of a sudden it's a thing. I don't know if, like, maybe finally they're getting him to jail. I don't know if it's happening. I don't even know if actually a court case is actually happening. So I just hope everything in the end turns out. But in the Boondocks episode, it's very different from what happened right now. So in the episode, they were in the courthouse, and in when they called the girl to the stand that he supposedly peed on her, they asked her, did you know who your accuser was? She said yeah, and she was like, R. Kelly, and then she's like, did you let yourself do that because he's R. Kelly? She's like, yeah, because it was like a whole funny episode, but at the same time, it's very true. Some fangirls will do everything for their favorite artist, and that's kind of sad because sometimes everything doesn't mean maybe they should do everything with their artist, if you know what I mean. And in the episode, they made it seem like she was a groupie trying to do everything for clout, and that's exactly what happened. I think in one of them, I don't know if it was accurate to the actual girl, but that was way too much. We don't want a McDonald's arch. Okay, there you go. Better. I don't know. I don't know if it was accurate to the. I don't even know if that case happened because it was really like it was. I was just very young when it happened, but I remember looking back to that episode. I remember watching it, but I just don't remember exactly when it happened. But it was in the early 2000s, so I know I was very, very young, very young, to the point that I don't really would understand anything that was going on. So yeah, it wasn't surprising, but at the same time, I'm not saying that it should have happened. Okay, that is. Why does this one seem like it's thicker than this one? You know what? Mm, I'm just gonna try to fix it and trying to get. For some reason, my eyebrows are very, very, very different. But that's okay. I'm gonna try to fix them. That's the only thing that I can fix of my life. Huh? Anyways, no, but for real, in all seriousness, I just really, not only feel bad, I just really hope and it all comes to a happy ending. I mean, it's very rare to have everything in a happy ending, but we can only hope for the best and hope some justice comes out of it. And I heard there was a lot of witnesses and there was a lot of I don't know, it was just a lot going on and a lot of girls who came up forward, which is a good thing because it's like it's like a wave kind of. Like I'm glad that other women are coming up about their sexual assault story so it can encourage other people or their victims to come up as well. So that's good. Something is coming out of it. Out of an unfortunate situation, there's always a good thing going on. And there's always a good thing that's gonna happen. And that's all we can hope for. Okay, now I'm gonna go for concealing my eyebrows, which I hope and pray to God I do not miss. I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. concealer brush. Also, to fill in my eyebrows, I use the Wet n Wild new retractable brow pencil in the color 626A ash brown. Should I be like a beauty girl and do this? Yeah, but this is the Wet n Wild. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. concealer brush No number here because we're not James Charles to have a Morphe code. Okay. Another thing that we should talk about, so let's leave that out. Um, not saying that it's not important, but there is other stuff going on. And just to finish that whole R. Kelly thing going on, for some reason it was like a trend. I wish I could not say that, but for some reason it was like a trend. It just left my timeline. And I was like, so we're just gonna stop talking about it? Are we done talking about it? Is he in jail? Is he's not in jail? Did he bailed himself out? Did the did it turn out to be true? Did it turn out to be not true? I do not understand. I don't understand anymore. And there was media coverage. There was media coverage. There was news stories coming out about it. But at the end, nothing that. Mm-mm. It's just it left. It it's like it left the group chat, and I just thought it was over with. That's why I'm saying it was like a trend because it just left. Shouldn't be left in the first place, obviously, because something like that big should really be talked about every day. Not every day, just it should be really informed. So girls that were victims of sexual assault can actually come forward and they will not be afraid to send those nasty men in jail. That's the best that I can do right now. I got this trick from Pinterest, honestly. Oh, I didn't put the cap on right. Okay. I'm spitting, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna try to blend it out. I wish blending out with my finger would be such as easy as blending out my life. Jesus. Hmm. I think I forgot. I forgot to um, turn off my alarm. So if you hear a vibrating sound or you hear like a overall just like a tone, don't be alarmed. It's my alarm. Don't be alarmed. It's my alarm. Okay, that was funny. No, but in all seriousness, let's jump to another topic because I feel like we talked about that one way too much. And we're gonna cancel the other eyebrow and let's hope I actually make it right. Okay, another thing that's going on. This is mostly in the YouTube community, so it's not going on like worldwide like the R. Kelly case. But another thing that I really want to talk about is the Ace family. You guys might already know where I'm going with this one. Okay, so Austin? Yeah, that's his name. Austin, the dad of the Ace family. So pretty much the guy that everybody knows. If you're an Ace family fan, maybe you've been living under a rock because this actually happened. Now, okay, let me get something clear. I didn't know about this until maybe another YouTuber mentioned it, which was Keemstar. And if you don't know him, interesting. But just to give you a little heads up, Keemstar, it's like a drama news YouTube channel. Like he just covers up stories going around in YouTube drama. So it was just like he mentioned this thing going on Twitter, which I do have a Twitter. I think I don't think I've ever linked it, but you know, I'll link it after this thing goes out. But okay, so my eyebrows don't really look that bad. If they do, I'm very sorry. Why is one more thinner than the? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna try to do my best. But So Austin from the Ace family was apparently another a video that he had posted a while before. Somebody called him out on it that he posted this video, which I really found very disturbing. So when Keemstar was talking about this, he did not show the video because he said that as a father, I feel very bothered, and he just didn't want to show the video. So I think he mentioned something about if people didn't know it, what he was talking about, like he can just go ahead, go on Twitter and search up um Ace family video, and for some reason it will show up. And I did. I went to my um so I went to my this is funny. Okay, I did not mean to do that. I am very sorry. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Ooh, any technical difficulties, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, good. Not gonna touch it. Not gonna touch it anymore. The video was shown that not his daughter. So I want to make one thing clear. Not his daughter, but his wife's sister, little sister. He recorded her. So the guy from the Ace family recorded his wife's little sister going to a Spencer's store, which already it's a red flag. Because I've been to Spencer's before. And if you never got to Spencer's before, it's like um it's like a comic, not a comic book store. Like a geek, nerd, stoner, adult type of store. Sometimes they do have gags there, like funny prank stuff in there. But there's five type of people that will only go to the store. One is stoners because they do sell stuff for weed and bongs and all that stuff. Two, they do have nerd stuff like Harry Potter. They have anime stuff in there. They have plushies and everything like that. Geeks. Oh no, that's nerds and geeks will go there for Harry Potter and Rick and Morty, Bob's Burgers. They have shirts. They have Pokemon. They have hats. They have wallets. They have earrings. They have necklaces. They have everything that you will kind of see in Hot Topic, but more nerdier than emo, if you know what I'm talking about. And then it will be for teenagers. Teenagers will get there for oh, they have nice little shirts there or something like that. I think that will fall into the nerds and geeks category. But I think another thing that I wanna teens in there because teens, if they wanna be okay, that's not. I apologize. So teens will get their teens. Like this is like preteens and teens. So preteens and teens because it will be mostly like they're mature enough to see the stuff that's going around them. And then teens, of course, because teens might be sexually active. I don't know. And then they just want to look at some stuff and laugh at it, like, look, it's a pair of boobies, and yay. I don't know. I don't know. And then another thing, another type of group of people that will only go to Spencer's will be adults, like for adult stuff, like they have adult stuff that a little girl that looks like 3 years old should not be going in there for in the first place. So it was very disturbing when I saw it. And when I first saw it, I was like, Spencer's, really? And then the thing that I was showing is that this little girl was in Spencer's with the guy from the Ace family. His name is Austin. And he bought her a lollipop in the shape of male genitalia. And I don't know how awkward the situation is. it's already awkward for me to even see it or to even think about it. And it was like the whole time, like it's just very disturbing. I don't have kids myself, but that as a viewer, as just like a viewer itself that doesn't have kids, that has gone to a Spencer's store multiple times just to look around and, make fun of things, I guess. And then to see a little girl, like a year old or maybe 1 to 3 years old, a toddler, picking up a lollipop in the shape of a dad, it was it was disturbing. It was very disturbing. And I don't even have kids. So don't come at me saying like, "Oh, you don't have kids. You don't." You know what? I don't. And I don't know what it's like. But it wasn't his kid either. That was not his kid. Now, if you guys don't know this other YouTuber, it goes by the name of T Spell. And that's pretty much like a drama channel that covers up stories that's going on pretty much that covers up drama on YouTube. And YouTubers like is it has covered up drama like from um from like Jeffree Star, and then the whole thing with Laura Lee, like the whole thing with the iPad Pro. So it's like a drama YouTube channel pretty much, and I like it. Uh, that person also commented on the story, and she actually showed more details. The thing is that it was very disturbing because when I look at the comment section, I they kind of read my mind around it, saying that, oh, it's not his kid, but if his kid was in his situation, in that situation, I bet he would have gotten pissed. But if it's not his kid, of course he just went ahead. So before I start jumping off and on, I feel like I should describe the video. If you want to go ahead, you can go ahead, look at the video, be my guest. Go ahead, do your own research. Go on Twitter or actually go on YouTube because I actually put up the video on YouTube now. Just put Ace Family, Kit and Spencer's video. And not only did he record the kid holding the thing and that lollipop and just carrying it around like if it's nothing, he buys it for her. And that's where I was like, no, he's not. No, he's not. And then he does the minimal effort. It's not like he said no, but he does the minimal effort to say no to her. And that's where I was like, if my parents say no to me, they will just say no and then say yes. Like, this dude has kids, and his wife just gave birth recently. But I cannot imagine their kids grow up with a parent like that that's just so easily, you know, I don't know how you, even if you say no to a kid, you put it back. And toddlers, they will do their little tantrum and whatever. You let them do that. And that's how you discipline kids. You just don't give them what they want. You have to let them know that, hey, this is wrong. You cannot pick this lollipop, or tell them, you cannot have that one because that one is for, adults. Get another one. Or do something, but do not buy that for a kid and then expect it to be fine. And then it just, sorry, I had to clean my nose a little. It was just, I was just in shock. I cannot even speak right. I was just in shock because it was like my parents, when they said no, they meant no, and they will let me have my little tantrum. Oh, hi, Coco. Hi. Hi, how you guys been? I didn't even see the other comment. Oh my god, hi. We're talking about the Ace family. I'm sorry if you've ever been awkward, but when my parents say no, obviously I will be in the defense and just be like, I did my little tantrum and whatever, and then all of a sudden they would just keep on saying no to me, and I will stop. And all the things going on, and then I will do my tantrum, but they will still say no to me. They will kick me out of the store because, I'm a little kid apparently. But for him to just let himself get that easily, manipulated, I guess, by a little kid that's not even his, it really tells you a lot how he is as a parent. Now, you will expect, like every other YouTuber has been in that type of controversy, either on Twitter, on YouTube, or anywhere else, any platform. He will be ahead. He or she, either that YouTuber. Oh my god, I just got it in my eye. That YouTuber will defend himself or herself, and go against whatever, try to like go ahead and talk about the situation so it wouldn't be that much of a problem. But at this point, I haven't heard anything about the Ace family covering up or saying anything about it. So that already itself really tells you a lot. And it was very funny because when the person that exposed, you know, the Ace family for posting that video on Twitter, I think like a year ago or something like that, because this was posted a year ago. This is not recent. This happened a year ago, and it went on Twitter, and I think he deleted it or something like that. Whatever. But okay, I just put on my eye primer. This is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. Mm. When it comes to that, you're just let me keep on saying about the video. So he's at the cashier at this point, and he buys a lollipop for her. I don't know what to say about that. I really, it's just ridiculous, but whatever. At this point, I'm like, the cashier has to say something about it, right? But at the same time, a lot of people were pissed off at the cashier too because they just like, oh, the cashier let them have it. Well, here's the thing: you cannot judge people, especially in that type of store. You can judge people for what they buy. But I understand the cashier should have said something or said something to the managers like, he's buying it for a little kid, but at the same time, you don't want anything going on. But that's just me. Whatever. He just went ahead, bought it for the kid, and I just don't think it was right. But whatever. Let me try to shake this off. Am I going with my palette and maybe going with this one? Should I go in with that one? Yeah, I might go with that. Whatever. Okay. So he bought the lollipop, and in the video, he was still narrating, like on Snapchat, and this was on Snapchat. So he was like, putting the frame on himself and putting the frame on the kid, but mostly on the kid. And he bought it for her. He's like, hey, dude, put it in the bag. Please hide it away. And then he told her, okay, keep that in the bag. Do not take it out. It will be your little secret. And that's where the comments on the tea spill video came to me. And like, I just saw the comments when he said, it will be your little secret. And that already bothered me because it seems like you're letting a kid, like, say, like, oh, it's a little secret, you won't say anything. That's already bad enough to say about a kid, but a lot of people in the comments had very strong opinions. And then later on in the video, he was still in the mall with her. I don't know if his wife wasn't shown in the frame of the video, but um I don't know how to react to it. I do know I was very mad. And I don't even follow this family, honestly. But it's like when it's out there, even if people like you or not, it's gonna be seen by multiple people, and I hope he already knows that. They haven't still commented on it. Just putting that out there. But then Philip DeFranco, which is one of my favorite, also like a news type of guy that will like, go out and cover up media, news and everything like that. I really love him. I love him. He's nice. Um he covered up the whole Ace family situation too, and he had mentioned that sometimes saying nothing can actually be better for the situation because, and I agree with it. Sometimes you might want to contradict yourself over something that you obviously did and it was wrong, and trying to defend yourself is going to make yourself look worse. So saying nothing also means a lot. So maybe they're trying to do that, but it's been more than maybe 2 weeks and they haven't said anything at all. So that already there is very sketchy. I'm just, that's just me. I'm just saying, I'm just like an all regular girl, I guess, and just watching YouTube videos. Oh my god, I just did myself into the. Oh, this is not happening. Did I dip myself in the. Okay. Oh, I haven't showed what. I'm a bad beauty guru. Okay. So I'm using this palette and I'm getting this color into my eyelids everywhere. hmm And I don't really know what to do at this point. I really do not know what to do. But I'm gonna try this one. Not the brush. I meant what the hell what kind of shade should I do next? Damn, I don't even know what to do. See, I'm not a beauty guru. I don't know what to do. I don't know what color to choose. I don't know this big ass palette. I bought this palette, but I thought I was gonna be using it, but it's been a little bit over almost a year. Half a year. Trying to figure out what the hell to do. Let me get a drink of coffee. I need it. I really do. That was a big one. I got warm. I think I'm just gonna go ahead with the shade. I'm very bad at this. This one right here. Yeah, see? Right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dip my little Wet n Wild crease brush. Look at me trying to be a beauty girl. This was my large eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild. This is my Wet n Wild crease brush. I don't know what the fuck am I saying. But is it even showing up? Are you gonna show up? I don't even know if it's showing up. Is it? See, I have very bad lighting. I'm sorry for that. Let me spin it around. I don't know what's going on. I haven't used this color at all. I see a lot of follow. Okay. You know what? I feel like this was a very bad idea. You know what? This was a very bad idea. I need to open up the windows. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Hold on. There you go, bitch. God damn it. Is there anybody out there that's actually watching me? No, but I'm just, you know, talking to myself. But I'm just trying my best out here. Okay. So Oh, okay, this one is not really showing up. It is, but it's not. If it makes any sense. Jesus, what the fuck? Okay, well, I'm trying my best, obviously. And no, I do not have any expertise about this way. Once again, like I've mentioned before, I do not do my makeup at all. If I do, I usually use this little packet that I got from my graduation from my best friend, A. And I use this, which is eyeshadow duo, and it has two colors. Has the instruction in the back that tells you put this one on here and you put this one on here, and that's it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I see that this one didn't work as much, but I already wasted that much of my time that I'm not gonna waste any more of it, and I'm just gonna take you guys to the bathroom and just go ahead and hey, I don't want to cover you guys. You guys should come with me and see my failed makeup look. Okay. It's not that it's not bad, but it goes more for natural look if by all means. I mean, all I need to put is some eyeshadow, some um not eyeliner. I'm not gonna do eyeliner. Ugh. It's way too hard for me, and for me to actually get a perfect wing in a little amount of time. Yeah, no, I'm good. Okay. Sorry you guys saw my fat rolls. I do have fat rolls. Don't judge me. Please don't. Okay, but I'm done with that. Not gonna do this. Um, let's go ahead with my foundation. And usually it does very easy for me. So I'm just gonna shake it. But coming back with the whole ace mommy thing, I feel like I should do another video about that. Because it's really so much to cover. And as you can see, I'm very passionate about it because I really think families, especially little kids that look up to them, little kids, like it's kind of like Jake Paul, like his audience is mostly young teens, and they don't go from like 10 to 13. Like that's the age range from their fans. So yeah, it's like they have very young fans. I didn't even know they had that much of a young public. Okay, I did very long drop, and right now I'm just gonna go ahead and try to save it. I think somebody from my family's here, and I might have to quit this. Okay, I just found out someone from my family's here right now.